Chapter 21. What Love Asks. Being a parent is a big deal, and it's not something I would take lightly, especially since the woman I want to marry is set on having a baby. She expressed her desire for a family, but I was never set on having children. And as I imagined what may happen, I would go into the deep silence, where I would navigate through my curiosity into the essence of contemplation. In order to begin preparation for children, there is so much to consider. But above everything, there was one aspect I was afraid to open, and so it is this fact. Love asks for everything and guarantees nothing. I pictured the mermaid as she swam off to play, and so I spoke aloud to the silence. If I give you my heart, can it be taken away? If I build a family, can I be removed from it? And if I fail, will I lose everything? Oh, even if I'm loyal, grounded, loving, and show up fully as a father, there is still so much I cannot control. I cannot control another person's choices, whether love stays or changes forms, or even how our family's life will unfold. Where a man often seeks to protect, stabilize, and ensure his family, the female embodies flow, change, feeling, and the unknown. So when a man commits to a family, he's not just choosing love, he's choosing to stand steady inside of uncertainty. For a moment there was only silence as I stared up at the great cluster of starlight above. I know I'll never figure everything out, and I could not pretend to trust everything blindly, but rather I felt a great sense of fear, and still I could anchor my identity to loving my family. Oh, if our child may be up in the stars somewhere, then the real strength of a father is self-leadership. And the great paradox is that this risk doesn't weaken the beauty of a family's love. It creates it. And why is that? It's because love that isn't guaranteed is real love. If there were no risk of loss, devotion wouldn't mean much. The fact that she could leave, but chooses not to, that's what makes the journey sacred. The stars began to twinkle when I wondered how fatherhood would transform a masculine husband, and how becoming a father could create an even more meaningful connection that transcends relationship status. Oh, to the honorable woman, we know that a conscious feminine partner doesn't hold the power of leaving over the masculine. She honors the bond, even in conflict. Surely, I cannot guarantee she'll stay, and I cannot guarantee that I won't fail, but I can choose to love in a way that is true, present, and selfless. Then even if everything changed, wouldn't that love still be worth it? And so I spoke to the stars, envisioning my future family and children. I'm not building a family to avoid loss. I'm building it because love, shared fully, is worth the risk of breaking. There is a quiet strength in that type of man, not because he's safe, but because he's honorable and willing. And that willingness to love, to build, to risk it all for his family, his wife, and his children, that is not the recipe for a tragic story, but the story of one who is profoundly human. Have you ever wondered about God? If God is out there, somewhere among the earth or stars, then aren't we all children of God? And if you created everything, but had to give it away for the sake of life, you would realize that God asks for nothing and offers us eternal love. Even if we stray from God, Oh, we could depart, lie, cheat, and steal. We are free to make whatever choices we want upon the earth. And so I wonder, dear God, how does it feel? We are not invisible to God, but we have been invisible to ourselves. We keep running from our own thoughts, our own emotions, and our own truth. And what if God asks us to stop, to breathe, and look within at all the places we avoid? That silence we try to escape, that is where we can find God and all of life's joy. God doesn't just exist in temples. God doesn't only exist in prayers. God exists within us, in our awareness, in our attention, our stillness, our truth. But God cannot be seen when our minds are full of noise. Oh, we are always distracted, comparing, thinking, judging, worrying, and in all the noise, we lose connection with God. And yet, God as the Father is eternally selfless. God doesn't want anything from us. And what if God's greatest wish was for us to return to ourself, to sit without fear, to feel without running, to accept ourselves without judgment? And when we do this, we will find the peace we have been searching for outside in the world for so long. And when will we realize how much love God has for us? Oh, we can understand how God is never far from us, but we were looking everywhere except within us. So if you were God and you created all of us, can you see? Everything in existence is a gift made out of love. On the earth, we all seem to want something, someone, or make our presence felt. But God simply gives us everything, asks for nothing, and offers endless help. And so, when I picture fatherhood, and I think of how it could be taken from me, even if I ever again dare to wonder if she'll leave me, may I think of our God and see that the most honorable gift is giving away selfless love. Why, even if everything's taken, even if my life turns to ruin, may I offer my life in this spirit of devotion to honor God and my family in this short life that I live as a human being. As I look down at the planet and I see the wars, pollution, and endless consumption, I think, why doesn't anyone do something? Maybe God created us to bring forth a positive change into the world rather than misbehave like the rest of the humans. And still, like a great father, could God even judge them? Surely God is the great example, because all God knows is how to love them. Oh, if you or I were to float above the planet, we'd have a total view of life on the earth. And if we found a way to transcend the material aspects of the world and peer under our hidden layers, surely you and I would be aware that there are earth monsters. On the surface, everyone is housed in human skin, which is a sort of cover. But what I am most curious of when I first found the water fountain is how much remains hidden within the human body that is yet to be uncovered. There is so much within every single person, and so many monsters upon the earth hide their deepest motives. At once, a burst of light erupted in the distance, and so it seemed to alert my curiosity when I focused on the distant stars far off in the cosmos. As the energy of the universe came into focus, my own soul started to float. Could God send visions through such a water fountain? Now there was spiritual energy within the distant starlight that grew in brightness. Was this energy the spark of a spiritual being? Was this my future children? Was this energy trying to signal us? But why wouldn't it come any closer? All I could do was wait with patience and gaze up to the cosmos. "Can you hear me?" I whispered to the distant light flashes. By some miracle, it responded. This distant force of spiritual energy felt so pure yet cautious. And why wouldn't it come closer to meet its possible mother or father? With the mermaid off in the water fountain, I tried to call out to her, but she had gone somewhere underneath the cosmic layers. And again I wondered, why would this spark of spiritual energy remain so distant? Why wouldn't it come to meet either of us? Why would a soul remain so cautious? "Is there something I can help you with?" I asked the distant spark of energy far off in the cosmos. "Earth monsters," it whispered. With a view of the earth from above, everything appeared so small, but there I saw what this spiritual energy spoke about when I thought I saw the outline of what appeared to be monster shadows. "Follow," it whispered. Why, I was a new traveler in the astral world among these eager spirits. But through these cosmic waters, I could see so much of it. And now I followed the shadows of the earth monsters move about as they disguised themselves in human form on the earth planet. What was once a sacred garden had been overcome by the humans. And after all the people's greed, gluttony, lust, and anger, it was easy to spot how the earth land had become a sort of wasteland. Oh, once upon a time, the earth was pure, where the creatures lived in harmony, as all beings could thrive and wander. But now I saw the reason why a future soul might stay so far away. All the shadows of the earth monsters gathered on a private island when I couldn't believe what I saw. The earth monsters began trafficking children, demanding sexual favors. And right when I was about to look away, the earth monsters began eating the bodies of the children. In shock of what I saw, I couldn't believe it. Now that spiritual energy so far off in the distance spoke. Now you know why spiritual beings are cautious to become children on the earth planet. We don't want to be eaten. Those earth monsters were pedophiles who chose a secret island hidden away from the rest of the population. But since their souls had grown so dark and heavy, they didn't realize that the astral universe could look down upon them. Even though they hid on islands, thinking their lustful lives were concealed and hidden, they didn't realize that up here, all the spiritual beings were looking. With so many powerful earth monsters, I realized that the planet in which humans were born upon had forsaken all mothers. Why on earth, the people measured each other by wealth and attainment, and whatever had to be done in order to gain more and more money didn't require anyone to live with honor, respect, or integrity. Rather, the world celebrated the more a person could hoard. Once a man got power, he could buy private islands, and that's how the wicked souls came to gather on Earth Monster Island. Those pedophile earth monsters thought they could get away with anything, and that's why they didn't flinch when they ate the bodies of the dead children on Epstein Island. And as they'd invite more and more wealthy people to the Earth Monster Island, none of the newcomers even knew what they were in for as they got pulled in. Yet up here in the stars, the true nature of our reality had become clear. Even with all the wealth in the world, it seemed whoever had the most wealth in the world was the most likely to become an earth monster. Why, the earth monsters had overtaken the earth, And then a moment later, I heard the cosmos whisper, "Hey, Dad, will you be a monster hunter?" asked my future child. A sudden flash erupted in the cosmos when my soul felt like it had been set on fire. Love spread through the universe as I gazed up and saw that supernova. "Sure, kid. I'll do anything for our family. I'll protect you and your mother if you decide that you want to join into humanity." There was so much warmth from that supernova far off beyond the water fountain. But down below, there were pedophiles, lying politicians, and billionaires who ruled the earth, which was a planet that needed caretakers so desperately. Why, these earth monsters massacred the land, all to fill their pockets and increase their own fame and fortune. But as I listened to the starlight, I knew what I heard, as that supernova was ready for his mother to give birth to a new earth. Within what felt like seconds, millions of files were hidden, which could have exposed the pedophiles, sex offenders, and earth monsters. Yet even with so many aware of the truth, not a single one of them ended up in prison. It seemed that these earth monsters were above the law, and yet these were the same men and women who would let an earth turn into a wasteland. Baffled by this intercosmic line of communication, the discovery of the monsters was transmitted through the water fountain into the womb of creation, which was a fountain of life and a portal through divine vibrations. The water fountain was aligned into a cosmic womb, which was the gateway that future life could be created. This process produced not only a work of art, but an invocation for the divine lineage of spiritual beings. And now I understood that this is where a gateway between worlds could be opened. With such a sacred expression transcribed into words from a divine vibration, we could reshape the earth, and such a transmission was a gift to humanity from the beginning of time. And so this path would lead to the Holy Grail within the spiritual dimensions, where the mother and I could give birth to a divine child. And so I went to whisper into the water fountain, which was a gateway of destiny, which led to this spiritual home where the flashes emerged from that wise supernova. "Hey kid, whenever you're ready, you're welcome to come home and live with your mother and I. And your mom is a mermaid, so I wouldn't want to keep her waiting, because she'd love to have you soon on the Earth planet. And don't be afraid of all them Earth monsters. I'll take care of them, and I'll even introduce you to a good friend named Sweet Baby Krishna. Plus, if you come to Earth with us, you'll get to discover yourself. And since you're from the stars, you won't have to depend on other people who don't know themselves. Their opinions won't even matter, and you'll always have a connection back to your supernova." The cluster of energy burst out into a colossal flame. Light erupted as a sort of celebration revealed a rare explosion. Now, as it happened, it sent the earth monsters into a panic. They felt that blast from a distant batch of stardust, and as it reached to the earth, those earth monsters hid, where they became even more neurotic. "Whenever you're ready, just let me know, supernova. And when you succeed in remembering yourself, you're going to help make a great difference on our planet. It all happens between yourself and an outburst of passion, just like you showed me. Then you can help other people discover their spiritual selves within our universe." Oh, that supernova glowed brighter than ever, and it moved energy faster and faster to keep my attention. And about those earth monsters, I'm sure God has a plan for them. Now that distant nova spoke. But then why do they eat baby children? The starlight with incredible power demonstrated an explosion that shook the nearby galaxies. A purple, blue, and red hue exploded as it pointed through me back to the earth, where the earth monsters hid their worst sins in secrecy. It was clear that the child would not arrive unless the mother and I could guarantee all children's safety. I know the earth seems like a wasteland, but have you ever heard of the Beatitudes? Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the land. Blessed are they who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are they who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Far off in the cosmos, on the edge of a great water fountain, I saw that energy burst again into a supernova when voltage of raw electricity erupted across the galaxies. This was a conscious spiritual energy with unfathomable potency. No human being could understand how it worked or even control a fierce energy. Something that had been trapped for a long time was set free. And so a shift arose when all its hidden enthusiasm was released. Once the supernova made its consciousness aware, I felt my hand extend out as I reached, but right as I stretched forward to touch it, I felt its presence retreat. The more I yearned for the child to come closer, the more hesitant it became. And so without even thinking, my spirit slipped downwards when I blinked as I appeared back in my body. Not yet, the supernova whispered.